chanting. When we are chanting, what is the natural requirement? When you are eating, what is the natural requirement? You put the food in your mouth, right? You can't put food in your ears and say, I'm eating. You have to put it in your mouth, because food should go to the mouth. That is the way to receive food. Mouth is the way to receive the food. And then the rest happens. It naturally goes to the stomach. And the stomach does the rest. Digests it and takes care of the food. So just as mouth is the medium through which food is received, what is the medium through which sound is received? Yes. Hearing. So this Maha Mantra is, what is this Maha Mantra? Transcendental sound vibration. So sound vibration. So how this sound vibration should be received? Through hearing. It has to be received by hearing, through our ears. Now, how does some of our senses, how do our senses receive the objects of the senses? How do the senses receive the objects of the sense? Okay, I'll give you an example. Eyes, what do the eyes receive? Form. Objects of the eyes are form. Now say you are standing in front of somebody and your mind is somewhere else. Will you see him? So what is important? That your mind should be tuned into that sense. Then only you will be able to perceive through the sense. Now our hearing, sound is there, our ears are there. But how do we receive the sound? Through our ears, all right, through hearing, but what should be behind our hearing? The mind. Therefore, Haridas Thakur pointed out that one of the most important aspects of chanting is attentive chanting. In our 10 offenses, this attentive chanting is not included. Why? Because it's taken for granted. When these 10 offenses were prescribed or pointed out, they were serious people. So for them it was taken for granted that they would chant attentively. So that's why it was not included, but Prabhupada included it. What comes after 10th offense? It's also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. It's not only an offense, it's the worst offense actually. So when you are chanting, one of the most important considerations should be hearing. And mind should be there. Like, how do you hear? When the mind is there, then only you hear. If the mind is somewhere else, do you hear? You don't hear. So hearing with attention, attentive chanting is one of the most important considerations. Or not only one of the most important consideration. So mind you, this attentive chanting is the most important consideration. Then comes the 10 offenses. So don't commit those offenses. How many of you remember 10 offenses? Okay, those who do not remember, please memorize them. It's very important that we guard ourselves against these offenses, because then the holy name will not become manifest. It will be offensive. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur pointed out that offensive chanting is not merely chanting. It is committing offenses, not chanting. Not even offensive chanting. Committing offenses. You're committing offenses to the holy name. So one should be very, very careful about these two things. Attentive chanting and offenseless chanting. Then what will happen? This name is Krishna himself. Like as we said, we have a wonderful opportunity to address the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How dare we do that? Because He said you can do that. That's why we dare to do that. Just as I gave you the example, Jacob Zuma. You can't just call him, "Hey Jacob, how are you?" But if he tells you, "Well, why don't you call me by my name?" Then can you do that? Then will you take any offense? No. Similarly, because Krishna himself said that you can address me by my name, we dare to address him by his name. And then everything is there in this name, holy name. Everything is there in the holy name. And Mahaprabhu himself said, "Iha hoite sarva siddhi hoibe tomar." Through chanting of this holy name, you will achieve all perfection. All perfection. Siddhi. Siddhi literally means, in one hand, perfection, or another simplified meaning of Siddhi will be that achieving your desired goal. Whatever you desire, when you get that, that is called Siddhi. Like you are studying to sit for an exam. And what is the goal at that time? To pass the exams nicely. So when you pass the exams, you achieve the perfection. Siddhi. Graduation. Masters. So these are all some kind of siddhis. Somebody wants a lot of money and he gets the money. Siddhi. Somebody wants to fly. He is able to fly. It's a siddhi. So these are the kinds of siddhi that one actually achieves on a material platform. But Mahaprabhu is saying, sarva siddhi, all your desires, in simple words, all your desires will be fulfilled. You chant this holy name, all your desires will be fulfilled. Sarva siddhi hoibe tomar. So, that is what this holy name is going to give us.